Mute කරා නම් හරි. නමෝ තස් භගවතෝ අරහතෝ සම්මා සම්බුද්දස්ස. නමෝ තස් භගවතෝ අරහතෝ සම්මා සම්බුද්දස්ස. නමෝ තස් භගවතෝ අරහතෝ සම්මා සම්බුද්දස්ස. Honor to him, the Blessed One, the Worthy One, the fully enlightened one. My utmost respect to the Blessed One, the perfectly enlightened one. My utmost respect to the noble Dhamma, the doctrine of the Blessed One. And my utmost respect to the Mahasangha, the disciples of the Blessed One. Greetings to everyone, to all our practitioners around the world. As we have been practicing every Saturday, along with our Buddhist ethics students and Buddhist practitioner students, and all the other people who are practicing from different parts of the world. We have been practicing different kinds of meditation. Especially we were practicing Ānāpāna sati and metta bhavana. In and out breathing, contemplation on in and out breathing, and loving kindness meditation. And this is basically aimed at beginners, those people who are enthusiastic about learning Buddhist meditation, practicing Buddhist meditation. We want to give them a little guidance as to how we should meditate according to Buddhist tradition, especially according to Theravada Buddhist tradition. And those people who are already matured, advanced in meditation, they can also join. Maybe if it is useful, they can also learn something from here. And also we discuss a little bit about a sutta at the beginning. We take one sutta and discuss about that, and then we practice. So today I am going to extend from Maharahulawada Sutta that we practiced last time, and the end of the sutta talks about the Ānāpāna sati meditation. When the Buddha advised Rahula, Venerable Rahula, the young monk who was yet to achieve arahanthood and who was complicated or confused with some mental defilements, and Buddha gave him a very wonderful advice about the five aggregates and how we should not think of these five aggregates as me, myself. And also the four elements, especially the element, very important here later on. And then after the Pindapata, the alms round with the Buddha, Venerable Rahula went to the jungle and he sat under a tree and he started meditation. And then Venerable Sariputta, the spiritual guide or the preceptor of Venerable Rahula, he followed him and he was very happy to see Venerable Rahula meditating under a tree, and then he approached Venerable Rahula and advised him, Rahula, develop the mindfulness of meditation of mindfulness of in and out breathing. The meditation of mindfulness of in and out breathing, when developed and pursued, is of great fruit, of great benefit. So this was the advice given by Venerable Sariputta to Venerable Rahula. And Venerable Rahula was meditating the whole afternoon, and then after that he approached the Buddha in the evening and he saluted the Buddha, sat on one side and respectfully asked the Buddha, the Blessed One, how is mindfulness of in and out breathing to be developed and pursued so as to be of great fruit, of great benefit? And here the Buddha gives him some wonderful advices as to how we should be benefited with the meditation. So the Buddha started with Rupa, and then he started with different kinds of elements, and especially I want to emphasize today about the importance of wind property or Ānāpāna sati. When the Buddha talks about wind property, for example, wind property, when what is wind property? Anything internal belonging to oneself, that's wind, windy and sustained upgoing winds, downgoing winds, winds in the stomach, winds in the intestines, winds that goes through the body, in and out of breathing, or anything else internal with oneself, that's wind, windy and sustained. So this is not mine, this is not myself, this is not what I am. There are these properties, Rahula, and this property, the wind property, this property we have to meditate like that. So with in and out breathing, Buddha mentions about in and out breathing here, Ānāpāna sati. So here we say, this is not mine, this is not me, and this is not myself. So develop the meditation in tune with wind. When you meditate in tune with wind, what happens when you meditate like that? Agreeable and disagreeable sensory impressions that have arisen will not stay in charge of your mind. So this is very important. And later on, Buddha gives specific instructions about, more instructions about in and out meditation, or what we call Ānāpāna sati meditation. So there is the case where a monk, having gone to wilderness, to the shade of a tree, or to an empty building, sits down, folding his legs crosswise, holding his body erect, and setting mindfulness to the fore, always mindful. He breathes in mindful, he breathes out mindful. Breathing in long, he discerns, I am breathing in long. Or breathing out long, he discerns, I am breathing out long. Or breathing in short, he discerns, I am breathing in short. Or breathing out short, he discerns, I am breathing out short. He trains himself, I will breathe insensitive to the entire body. He trains himself, I will breathe out sensitive to the entire body. He trains himself, I will breathe in calming bodily fabrication. He trains himself, I will breathe out calming bodily fabrication. He trains himself, I will breathe in sensitive to rapture. Breathe out, I will breathe in sensitive to pleasure. Breathe out. I will breathe insensitive to mental fabrication. Breathe out. I will breathe in calming mental fabrication. Breathe out. I will breathe in sensitive to the mind. I will breathe in satisfying the mind. I will breathe in steadying the mind. I will breathe in releasing the mind. This, Rahula, is how mindfulness I will breathe in focusing on inconstancy. I will breathe in focusing on dispassion. I will breathe in focusing on cessation. I will breathe in focusing on relinquishment. This, Rahula, is how mindfulness of in and out breathing is developed and pursued so as to be of great fruit, of great benefit. When mindfulness of in and out breathing is developed and pursued in this way, when one's final in-breaths and out-breaths are known as they cease, not unknown. That is what the Blessed One said, and Venerable Rahula was very happy indeed. And here we see how profound and how deep and how advanced is this mindfulness of in and out breathing is. It's not only breathing, focusing on the nostril or the breathing, it goes further into jhanas and like sensitive to the body, the Buddha says, and then sensitive to the calming bodily fabrication, and also sensitive to rapture and mental fabrication, and all these things are mentioned here in this Rahulovada Sutta. And then very important factor is mentioned here. I will breathe insensitive to the mind, and I will breathe in satisfying the mind. I will breathe in steadying the mind. I will breathe in releasing the mind. So, what happens here? We are very, we are not going to disturb the mind or force the mind at the beginning. We just observe, sensitive to the mind. We will breathe insensitive to the mind. We are not going to react to them at the beginning. And then also at the beginning we will meditate satisfying the mind, and then steadying the mind. So all these things are happening, and later on releasing the mind. So we can see different stages of mind. It's not necessarily controlling, but also to a certain extent training the mind in a very, very subtle way and very skillful way, and not really forcing the mind from the very beginning. We have to first be sensitive to the mind. That means we are aware of what's going on in the mind, and then we satisfy the mind, means we are not going to disturb the current status of the mind just like that. And then later on we steady the mind. That means when the conditions are okay, we just train the mind according to our plan, and then eventually when everything is done, we release the mind. And later on we also focus on I will breathe in focusing on inconstancy, that means anicca, and then dispassion means viraga, and then cessation is nirodha, and relinquishment is nibbana. So very powerful, very advanced stages this mindfulness of breathing can lead us to the very final goal of all the Buddhists. So this is how mindfulness of in and out breathing is developed and pursued so as to be of great fruit and of great benefit. Okay, so I hope this a very important sutta, Maharahulawada Sutta, Majjhima Nikaya 62, can be really, really helpful to all of us, all the practitioners, even the beginners, and also to the advanced practitioners. This sutta can be very, very helpful. So I recommend and I suggest that you read through this book again, this text again, this sutta again, and be more enlightened later on when you have some free time. Okay, so with that, let's get started with some meditation practice. Okay, so we settle in our seat and then keep the body erect, straight back, and then relax shoulders. Keep one palm on the other, and then relax shoulders, relax the eyebrows, and then straighten the body, straighten the head, and then let us take a good long deep breath, and then hold it for a while, and then step by step release and relax. Okay, let's do it. And then slowly release and relax, step by step, release and relax. Let's do it one more time. Take a good long deep breath and then slowly release and relax. Release and relax. One more time, let's take a good long deep breath and then slowly release and relax. Okay, now we feel our body is much more relaxed and kind of ready for our meditation. And now we take some in and out breathing, but this time we try to be natural in our breathing. We do not force or intentional in breathing, just be natural. This is like a checking at the beginning, that we are breathing in and breathing out, identifying the system, recognizing the system. Even though you are a practitioner that you have been practicing this for a long time, it's also useful to start with some long breaths and just natural breathing and identifying our system there. What happens when we breathe in? What happens when we breathe out? It's good to know, good to recognize, good to identify what happens. And then this Ānāpāna sati, or in and out breathing, has many different techniques improvised by many different meditation teachers. Like some focus on the whole breathing process, from all the way up to the abdomen, and some focus on the abdomen only, and then some focus on the nostril and the upper lip. So different meditation masters have been practicing and also teaching these different methods, and these different methods can work on different individuals in different ways. So whichever way you find more useful, you can use it. But it's also important that you practice eventually one system, so that you are not confused. When you are confident of a particular method, you can keep practicing on that. And if there is any issue with that, you can also maybe go back to the suttas and learn something more, and that will also clear the clogs, clear the complications, the confusions in your meditation practice. Or you can talk to a good meditation teacher, so that the teacher will also share his or her experience. Even you can talk to or discuss with some of the fellow practitioners, and they also can share their views. They might be able to give you some very important, very valuable tips. So things can happen, complications, confusions, or blocks can happen in between, and if that happens, you can always go back to your teachers or Kalyana Mitra friends. Now we focus on in this particular meditation session, I would like to follow and guide you through the nostril and the upper lip. Those 2 points. We focus on these 2 points. So when we do some breathing in and out, we focus on our nostril and we focus on our upper lip. And in between we have the mindfulness, which is called sati, like a gatekeeper. The gatekeeper will not go inside the building. He will always stay close to the gate and watching all the guests coming in and coming out. Same way, the mindfulness here will stay closely watching all the incoming and outgoing breaths. Mostly at the beginning our breathing can be longer, little longer, and slowly when you keep practicing, your breathing becomes much more subtler. And there can be moments where you find that the breathing is almost difficult to recognize. When the body and the mind is so calm, the breathing becomes very, very subtle. So whatever happens, we recognize them, we observe them, especially at the initial stage. Let us focus on what happens to the touch points. When we breathe in, the breath, the air touches the nostril. We can see, we can notice, we can feel that sensation. When we breathe out, we can also notice that the outgoing breath, the air, touches the upper lip. There is no rush into this process. Everything should be relaxed and peaceful, and take your own pace and time. So when we breathe long, we just recognize, we observe it as I'm taking long breaths. I'm breathing in long. When you breathe out long, you identify, you observe, I'm breathing out long. This is not intentional breathing, this is natural breathing, breathing in long, breathing out long. And if you breathe in short, or if you breathe out short, you can also observe that. I'm breathing out, breathing in short, I'm breathing out short. All the time we also focus on the touch points. The first air touches the nostril, the incoming air touches the nostril. And when we breathe out, the outgoing air touches the upper lip. We can observe how it happens. Every single breath can be different from each other. So when we go deep into meditation, we will also focus on more details of our breath, incoming and outgoing breath. So in between our meditation, we might also hear some other outside noises and all. If that happens, just recognize it, just a sound, and come back to meditation. Don't react to that. Whatever happens, we just recognize it and come back to our main meditation. The nostril and the upper lip. Now let us try to focus with some silent meditation for a while, focusing on every single breath. We recognize every single breath in and out. Focus on observe when it touches the nostril and the upper lip. Okay, we'll do it silently now. Okay, one more minute. Okay, let's take a good long deep breath and hold it for a while and then slowly release and relax. Relax the whole body. One more time, take a good long deep breath. And then slowly release and relax. Let's do it one more time. And then slowly release and relax. And then let's rub our palms with closed eyes. When it is warm, we place them on our eyes, take a good long deep breath. And then slowly release and relax. Keep them on our ears and take a good long deep breath. Release and relax. One palm on the forehead and the other on the back head, and take a good long deep breath. Slowly release and relax. And then very slowly, gently massage the head, top of the head, stimulating the brain. And the back of the head. And the neck, very gently, kind of massage therapy. And also touch on your shoulders. Breathe slowly. And then on your lower back, slowly massage, easing the tension of the muscles. And then the thighs. As we have been sitting for a while, it's important that we do a little bit of massage before standing up. We might be in trouble otherwise, might have some numb sensations, and We massage the knees, the legs, and the ankle. Slowly and gently massage, and then the feet. Very important to massage the feet, because the feet is connected to most of the internal body organs. When you massage, those body organs also can be stimulated, and also your numb feeling or painful feelings will be gone, and also the toes, can press them, massage them, still with closed eyes. Now let's take a good long deep breath. Keep both palms together close to your heart and say 3 times, Sadhu, Sadhu, Sadhu. Thank you everyone. Wish you all a very happy day ahead and weekend, and until we meet next time, wish you all the blessings of the Noble Triple Gem to you and all your family members. May you and your family members be well, happy and healthy and safe wherever you are. Let us also share this merit with all the departed relatives. May they also receive this merit, be well, happy, healthy, safe wherever they are. Let us share this merit with all the celestial beings, all the heavenly beings, all the Deva, Naga and Mahiddhika people, all sentient beings. May they also share this merit, receive this merit and be well, happy and healthy and safe wherever they are. May all sentient beings receive this merit, share this merit and be well, happy, healthy and safe wherever they are. May all of us be able to achieve the supreme bliss of Nibbana. Sadhu, Sadhu, Sadhu. Abhivadana Silisa Niccang Vaddhapachayino Cattaro Dhamma Vaddhanti Ayuvanno Sukhang Balang Ayurarogya Sampatti Sagga Sampatti Mevaca Ato Nibbana Sampatti Eminate Samijjhatu. Sadhu, Sadhu, Sadhu.